really well for us. We obviously won last week 8-0. First game was 3-1. But it's interesting. I think it's the most frustrated I've ever seen the group. First time I've probably ever got angry was last week, yet it came off the back of our highest competitive win. I think that shows the standard of the group. I think as the emotion of the games come away, I think it's an incredible place to be that we have won our first game quite comfortably, followed up with an 8-0, and we're not happy. I think that's a really, really good place to be. Spoke about having complete trust in this group, and that's still absolutely the case. But I think I want this to also be the weakest we've ever been. So I think the club have done so much, and now we're at our strongest point. But I want us to keep progressing, and I think that makes it a really exciting place to be. That we are so convincing at the moment. Yet there is so much more to come from us. Excitement. I think for me it's, again, all the games you want to play in and all of the above. I spoke last year about the club having an affinity to cup runs, and I wanted to create our own. We've done that now. I think last year showed how enjoyable the FA Cup can be. I think it also shows what we can do. We shouldn't be scared. We have beaten tier 5 teams. We've beaten top tier 5 teams in Ascot last year, and I think I spoke earlier about the frustration and playing teams at our level. We now get to go and see what this group can do right at the top of the league above. We've had a really tough pre-season, which has prepped us for this. And we're excited. We'll be well prepared. We know all about Stevenage. We've done our homework on them. So now we've just got to put that into practice and see what we can do.
Yeah, it's massive. Just to echo some of the stuff that Griff has been saying, I think the tie in itself, you can look at it and it's a tough tie. Stevenage, fantastic side. Invested pretty heavily this season in their playing squad, the backing of a pro club. We're confident. We've got players of fantastic ability within the squad. But on the flip side of that, you've got a home draw, which is really, really important to us. I think to get the community out to support the team will be massive. So we're going to make a day of it, starting, and we're going to start early, 11:30. Our women's development side have got a cup game down here. Then from 12:30 we're doing a family fun day, and then that's just to get the families down and on board to come and watch us, because what we're finding is people that come down and watch us play football come back because they have such an amazing time. So yeah, it's massively important, and being at home, I think that extra bit of support might just give us that couple of percent to get us over the line. It's interesting. I think we see it week on week, don't we? That the support is getting bigger and bigger. If you see a lot of the youth teams come down, the girls are really invested in coming down to watch the girls, to watch the women. I think they do see them as role models, because you probably know us, that we set high standards on the pitch and off the pitch, and yeah, they really do look up to these women playing, and yeah, there seems to be a strong bond growing between the youth players and the senior players, which is really, really important.
I think for me, to add to that, I think the word pathway gets bandied around a lot in local football. I think we've got a genuine one. I think testament to the man next to me, but actually we've got a development side that's now in year 2, and under 18s in year 1, and then a youth section throughout that is really well connected, a number of times being mascots, and I think for me, in terms of really proud that we've had 2 players permanently be promoted from the devs this year, but already we have a number training with us, some of the younger ones that are coming through, and as the under 18 settle, we'll look to do that as well, and there is a genuine pathway. Already beginning to have some conversations around some of the players in the under 16. So as I say, a word pathway gets used a lot, but I think at this football club there is a real opportunity for players that come into the system to progress. We have a duty to get the first team as high as we can, so there's as much pull for players to come and join our pathway, but it has got better and better, and I've only been in now pushing into 2 years, and from where it started to where it is just in this time has been incredible. So with that, whipping out all the cliches, all the pressures on them. They're the top of tier 5. They're the one with all the higher level players. We can go and enjoy it. We can go and do our best, and maybe we might just cause an upset.
Is that a yes then?
Yes, that is
good,
absolutely.
Man. That's
yes.
what I like to hear.
it becomes probably a more serious mood. I think there is a focus. I've joked with the players about they're always 10 minutes early for FA Cup games, not always quite for league games. But that's also part of a winning group. I think they've, as I say, we spoke about the league for it, but there is an intensity that changes on these games. They do, I'm not going to say mean a little bit more, but something just changes. You know, it is a little bit different. It is a break from the league. And like I said, no pressure. Let's go and have some fun. That's what we're here to do.
We're well prepped. We're ready. We're pretty calm actually, aren't we? All just looking forward to it. And yeah, like who knows, cliches and all that, magic of the FA Cup.
As the manager, it does make a difference. So I would appeal to anyone who is watching this or listening to this: bring a friend, bring a dog, bring a mate. Maybe don't bring a trumpet, but just get as many people down as you can, because it does make a difference. And I know these are, again, cliches that come out and you support, but it genuinely does. And our players are used to playing in front of 200-300 people. You know, it was over 200 in the last round. Stevenage are well supported. I was very proud when we played in the County Cup final against a Tier 4 side, and when we scored, I think there was a bigger noise. We are a really, really well supported football club, and it does make a difference. And it would mean the world if we can go and get the attendance close to 300-400 rather than the 2. And I think it would make a significant difference, not only to the club but to the players as well.
And where's the trumpet come into it?
No trumpets or drums, they're not allowed.